Hello and welcome to today's episode of Cooking with GiR. Today we will be cooking plastic. This is how I make the thigh and calf supports for the Digitegrade stilts that I make, and it's technically one of the next stages that is going to be in the part 2 of my homemade versions. These are going to be going on a stilt that I'm making for Canine Hybrid, and I've just been busy to not make the part 2, so I'm going to show you this little piece of it, and hopefully that'll get you a little bit more to build on besides just the foot plate. Cool. Now when I make stilts, I usually get people's calf measurements, where they want the plate, how far up from the ankle hinge, how far below the knee hinge, how long the plate is itself, and then the diameter of the top and bottom of that cone. And that's where I get this form. For the thigh, I usually get the length of the plate and the diameter. It's just a cone. I use Connects because it's really easy for me to get the mold quickly. You can also use cardboard or wood, but it might take a little bit more work to just fabricate it. These I can do really quick, and I have enough Connects to waste if forming the plastic mold ends up melting my stuff, which sometimes does happen. So, this is a similar process to how I made the ears if you watched that tutorial video. You stick this in the oven, you set the oven to 300 degrees, and then you leave it in there for about 15 minutes just to get it gummy and soft. You don't want to burn it, you don't want to melt it, you just want to get it soft enough so that it can conform to your molds. Once again, when it comes out, it's going to be nice and soft, kind of like rubber. Anyway. Place it on your form and just hold it in place until it cools. And then you have a nice cone to use for a calf plate. Usually after these cool, I will take this form and mark the halfway point and then do the same to the front. Make sure this is all straight and stuff, because the plastic usually doesn't go on straight. It's usually like a curved variation of it. But I'll mark this up and then cut it all so that it's all squared up, just with that cone in the right place for the measurements. And here's one of the plates all cut up and measured up. It's the exact measurements that she gave me for her calf, and I have 2 of them, and these should be relatively identical. At least as identical as you can get for making them for free and homemade, and pretty much exactly what you needed. By the way, if you're looking for a way to make bracers or armor in general, this is a good way to make any kind of molded formed plastic that's going to end up being hard and armor-like without going cardboard and resin route. If you're just, into making costumes and looking for other methods, PVC, it's good. I haven't done the thigh pieces yet, just from experience on this mold in particular. I made some thigh plates for a commissioner on some stilts before this. It takes 2 people to wrap this plastic evenly and nicely and beautifully. Anyway, so I haven't done those yet, but it's the same thing. You put them in the oven, you conform it, and then you draw on them. Usually I will have the bolt to one side and then have a flange that comes up the leg, just so that it rides up a little bit. And that's it. I realize I'm skipping a lot of steps as far as getting the size you want and mounting them. But this is kind of just a temporary video until I go back and shoot the actual part 2 for my tutorial. Pretty much the only extra material you need for that tutorial is some of this stuff. This is what makes the left and right braces of each leg, as well as the left and right braces for the thigh. You'll just take this and mount it to the sides, 2 on each side, and then you'll bend this so that it conforms to your ankle hinge and your knee hinge, and then the rest is just bolt hardware. I just haven't gotten around to making them myself. So that's it. I hope it holds you over until I start making some more actual videos. Until then, just keep watching my channels for updates. Thanks, guys.